Hi. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello. Oh, I have a sassy cat. I have a very sassy cat. Oh, I may have to let him out of my room immediately. In fact, like right before I turned the mic on, he was acking at the wild birds. Uh, baby is feeling some kind of way, I guess. I feel like as soon as I let him out of my room, he's gonna start pitching a fit again. Oh, there. Yeah. Yep. Where's Wong when you need him? I know bro would be so happy to hear him. Literally Graham's #1 fan. Oh. The Mew Mew. The meowing meower. Yeah, usually he gets playtime after stream, but I don't know, he's especially needy right now. I can only torment him so much. I'm gonna have to let him out of the room. And honestly, he might continue meowing after that. Oh, oh, my sassy boy. Okay. I'm gonna go let him out. He wanted in here so badly 2 minutes before I hit start. You know that? You wanted in so badly, and then I picked you up and you purred. And I put you on the bed and you said, no, this isn't what I want. I want to go outside. Okay? Okay, he's out of the room now. My sassy boy. My sassy baby boy. Da-da-da-da. Hi. Need to tell my cat, some big typos in there. Banished? No, he actually scrambled on out. He was ready to be released, at least to that extent. What he really wants is me to go with him. that is going to be the end all be all. But yeah, commission art. Gotta go grab my reference. Gotta go grab my reference. Copy image. And boop. Ooh, I drew it even bigger than the canvas size here. Should I expand the canvas? Probably. Start at 1,000. The emotes, they get shrunk so small that at some points it almost doesn't matter, but also, like, you definitely get a different layer of smoothness. Okay, that didn't... Clip Studio does this thing where there's a bounding box. And sometimes it's not clear whether or not I'm also editing the bounding box or not. Let's go edit canvas properties. And then when I go into canvas properties, it actually doesn't even let me expand it from, like, oh, make it grow from the corner instead. Blank space 0. Okay, yeah, that does work. I just have to paste that again so it's centered. What did I say like I was saying chicken jockey? I don't remember. It was meow. 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 Gibby noises. Commission something. Because I'm excited. I'm excited. What? Jeez. Okay, also gonna have to go grab our good buddy's reference image. Reference image! You're gonna make that the echolalia of the day on accident. Copy, copy. Splat. And then we also have a GIF that we're referencing, but it's probably honestly going to be easier for me to just float the Discord window. And unfollowed? I don't think you could. Yeah, no, I don't think you could, Noah. You're stuck here. You're stuck here with me. You're the commission jockey. Commission jockey. Oh, good grief. Good grief and alas. Okay, right, I definitely lifted the ears more than they normally are. Time to ride in the movie theater. I come from the nether. Okay, change canvas size. Let's also add an overflow of about 200. So there, that blue bounding box is the overflow. And that'll be useful for animating, because, you know, if I want to, like, just shift parts around. Ready's the ban hammer. A little bit of riot's okay. Okay, Fox, here's a question. The person on the left who is receiving IT help from the Fox, do we want them to be generic? Do we want this to just be a dude? Just be a guy? I feel like that's going to be the way to go, because it's like, you know, insert character here. Okay, I'm not going to need this too much. Hide you right there. Generic brand. The other thing is, we will have to be coming up with a loop for the animation that's evocative, but not too much. Happy Connor means happy chat. Then it again means the cold side is gonna have to do something. We're gonna hold hands, and we're gonna skip in the field, and we're gonna plant native wildflowers, and we're gonna burn down a golf course. Yeah. Step 1, draw and core the mods. Step 2, spam popcorn emote. Step 3, bring a chicken into the chat somehow. I like chickens. I like chickens. Cancel! Trying to stop my Pokemon evolution. Okay, for now, let's start with some of the scene elements. We're gonna want Beezer curve. Boop. I think I'm already doing this wrong. Let's backspace. There we go. And I think, yeah, we can snap that, and then everything else will just be adjusting it. Honestly, I could have just made a curved rectangle and then maybe skewed it. Do we want to try that? Does that make more sense to do? That's going to be 10 times faster. Okay, we'll do it like that then. 20? Way more. Let's go 60. A new show and tell. I want people to use the show and tell chat in Discord for real things. Show me art you made. Show me something you cooked. Show me a cool rock that you saw on your walk. You're killing me. Yeah, okay, let's see if I can drag and drop this in. Where the heck did the channel go? I'm blind. Where'd it go? I'm looking in the right chat, right? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm insane. Whiffer! Hi! Hello, Blank as well. Oh, it's a video. This is... I don't think I can easily show this on stream, Hot Rod. It'll be a whole deal. Just for a joke. I'm gonna pass, but thank you. What's my point? I'm gonna cry. Not actually. I'm cool. How we doing? I am the sleepiest little guy, and we have commission art to do. Pretty okay. But actually, before we distort this, let me duplicate the layer, because I can just also use it for the bottom part of the laptop too. Little curve. I woke up early for a couple of things the last few days. I don't know, if people are always like, oh, you'll feel better if you start waking up earlier and going to bed earlier. Oh, it'll fix everything. You'll have more energy. You'll be getting more sunlight. I feel dead. I have never once in my life felt better from adjusting my sleep schedule to be during more daylight hours. And I like the sun. I like being outside. I like nature. But something about my body really, really wants to be nocturnal. 1 hour left before your parents leave. Also, here comes the sun. And it's all good. And it's all right. I like the sun, ew. Each their own. I know you're goobing, but also, each their own. Okay, I can scooch this uppies. Also, just give that a little more of a lip, because when it gets shrunk down a lot, you're gonna need a bigger buffer to be able to tell what's happening there. Which in that case, a little more uppies here. This might be a little excessive. Set you right around there. Today drip is dope. Okay, I don't know why that sentence confused me so much. I mean, you know, people like the maid outfit. Cat like Connor must sleep in the sunlight. That is really cozy and good. You mean the sun's okay, but not summer. Summer is my favorite season. We will simply have to be different. Chad made strikes again. You're all evil. I guess we'll also change the lip going on here. This is a bit of a curve, but yeah, that's a little more proper for the kind of dimensionality a laptop's supposed to have. I'd like to cancel your commission. Hater. More sun for me. Wait, this one, there we go. You think female otters have mustache? If that's what we're calling whiskers. Let's pull that in a little too. I assume we're all good to keep the symbol on the laptop a little diamondy gemstone. At like 0.8. Probably have to move and skew it a little bit. But that's fine for now. You'll use me as a sunblock, holding me above your head. The sunburns will be mine. All mine. Haters currently sipping their tea. Noah says, all seasons are good if you have people to spend time with them. Summer is fun because going out with friends. Fall is fun because feast with friends. Winter is fun because snuggles in blanket and watch show with friends. Spring is fun because spring break with friends. I mean this in, like, not necessarily, like, the relationship way. Noah, you are such a romantic. There are genuine times where, like, you really just straight up strike me as a romantic in terms of ideologies. Doodle caper. Time should have a bite in it because you hungry. It could be both. We're gonna do the I'm home alone dance. How heavy-handed do we want to be with this bite? And will people still be able to tell that it's a gemstone? Oh, doodle capper, but that just sounds like I'm lying. Like the Apple logo. That's just one solid curve taken out of it. Maybe here is a little more... It's the fact that it's gonna be shrunken so small. Maybe if I put it on this side. Okay, really messy edges there. I think this will be the best bet in terms of visibility. Okay, a little sharp angle here we can clean up. Let's do just line width. There's like an extra secret point hiding in there. Let's zoom in a lot. You. Bye-bye. You think it works? Okie dokie. Then that it shall be. We have made Noah, but now it's time for Butler Nora. Women in suits. Women in suits. Commissioning artists is like having a jester in medieval times. Entertain my stupid ideas. I dance in my little cap jingles. Okay, I think this should duck down a bit more. Just have a little bit better foreshortening. Bite was your idea. Sorry, not sorry. It's a cute idea. It is a very cute idea. Okay, where's my shape tool at? I say, looking at the shape tool. Good grief. Okay. Okay, let's make a really quick and dirty keyboard. Hold on, let's do it like this with overflow instead. We're gonna also be distorting the heck out of this too, so it's probably not gonna matter too much. If only there was a way to make it like a geode so that it could have more comparisons to the apple. But trying to communicate to people what a geode is visually is not half as easy. Okay, boop, boop, a boop, boop, womp, 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 womp. Okay, little keyboard. Don't have to be this picky. My brain is pleased by it. Okay. Making a geode visible on an emote would be hard. Yes. And also just the concept of getting people to understand what it is mostly where my head's at. Is because that's just a rock with a thing in it. There are people who don't even know what a geode is. So not only would you be visually communicating that it's a thing with a thing in it, but also so clearly that, you know, anyone could then understand what it is. Right? Like that gets a little lofty. Okay, I think we'll use that as pixelated edges. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's put that here instead then. And then we're gonna take everything that's here, Control M, and bring it down to 0.5 as well. Geode or geo? I am saying geode. Just another crunchy to you. It has shiny filling. Okay, that should be good enough. Transfer down. Bring these edges up. There we go. Okay. I think we'll want the laptop to be on its own layer. So we're gonna name this laptop L for line. Put it all the way up top. The rock full of cool and get a car. What was your intention? This one's gonna perplex me. My typo knees is rusty. Okay, table here for now. Maybe a little more of an angle. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Table L will be part of the backdrop. I'm gonna make you blue for now, so that I recognize. Probably gonna want 2 animation folders, one for the generic person's loop, and then one for Fox's loop. So Twitch GIFs can have up to 60 frames and have to be under, was it 1 megabyte? Yes, 1 megabyte. And a trick that I like to do when making these GIFs is I'll plug them into a piece of software that's like Easy GIF or Sprite, where you can time how long each individual frame is on screen for rather than having duplicate frames. Ah, rock full of cool stuff and not the car. There we go. Thank you. Discord needs it to be a little more than 500 kilobytes. Absolute happy times. I have shrunk files to ridiculous levels. I am a master at this. I just have to have it locked in and ready to go. In fact, I remember back making animated DeviantArt profile pictures. I worked with that before. Like, oh boy. I remember really laboring to get some of those to be really small. Okay. So, you mentioned you wanted Fox to be a little smugger. We're probably gonna be going for, like, a hand bobbing, talking, and then I guess this person maybe be doing, like, a head nod? Doing the actual head bonk in and out is going to be really animated. So I could just have it being like a head on hand. Don't know why your autocorrect is being extra stupid. If it's voice to speech, you know, that could be an enunciation thing. But, you know, text is just a whole other beast. Smart tech is getting stupider. I'm gonna be so real. Okie dokie then. Start here. You love your stupid phone? I want phones that weigh 5 pounds with a battery life of 3 days. And I don't care if they stop fitting my pocket, because sometimes they already don't, and it's not even worth it. Today's hot take. It was this way last night on Noah's stream. Yeah, no, it wouldn't really be my forte to understand and explain what goes into autocorrect. I'm very tempted to use curve tools instead of drawing, but no, this will feel better to just draw. Boop. Meow. I think we'll be playing... That wasn't very enunciated at all. I think we will be employing the KISS rule today. Keep it simple, stupid. Move. Oh, this is a roster layer. Hold on. Who are we kissing? I don't know. Maybe first come, first serve? I'm gonna regret saying that. I love having like internet friends who love like jumping in on jokes about that. Just like, yeah, homie. Both of them! Both of them! Eating a small Hershey's chocolate. The tastiest cop-out ever. Sloppy otters. Don't call it that. Don't call it that. Okay, I need to not make Fox's little bangs look like a mustache. A forehead mustache. I don't know if that feels right, even. They probably need to hang lower. I can adjust the ends. This is an option. Or we could... drag them all the way down, and then we'll mess with the points, I'm thinking. Okay, maybe there. Then one tweet someone made of, I can't tell my friends F you anymore because they'll just be like, when? Real! That's it. That's the vibe. Got that, like, platonic homoeroticism energy. Literally, like, one of the best things ever. It's so good, it's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna be picky about this, is what we're gonna do. Just line width. Just a little more dangly. A little more intentional shape in here. Maybe. These are details that are not going to be visible when I export it. The otter is insane. Okay. Think that should be okay. Nope. The most common answer to Noah's joke is actually probably promise. I think people going promise is probably the ultimate the ultimate retort right now, at least. I'm sure people are gonna pick up another funny retort sometime in the future. Like, 'tis the nature of culture. But for now, promise. I'm switching the corners to make them sharp, and this is one of those things that might only matter to me and my eyeballs right now by the time we export. But is good, is fine. I'm happy. Reminds you of that one animation where that one group of that one D&D group of legends of Advantris, where the characters of today just show up and it's absolutely horrifying. Toady? No, the character of Toady. I don't think I know enough about the context here to get it. Is this... that one friend saying, say when. Okay, I think we're gonna do the front of the face sticking out. Same people who gave us the glorious Chuckles the Hell Clown. The name Toady is making me think of their Little Woods campaign, as I think that's the title of it. I'm probably wrong there. I don't follow them very closely, but their reach has been inescapable, and I love that for them. They seem like they're uprooted. That's it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, here's a question. Do we want the hair to curl in towards the face or out? Probably in. do... that's a bit much. Maybe forward, but still really uppies? Shapes. Shapes, shapes, shapes. Do I like this? In terms of visibility, zooming out, it does work. Curl the hair into your mouth. I know what you're saying, but if I take that literally, it's the funniest thing ever to me. Ooh, some context to toss in the media, or here depending on my propensity, or yeah, for being unnerved. I say put it into Discord. That way I can choose when to peep it. Okay, do we want some overlap? That's gonna be the question. Not you. You. Just a little bit of overlap. A little bit of Monica. It's definitely like super uneven visually when you look at the other side right now. I think it works. Yes, we'll make some adjustments, but otherwise, I think we'll stick with it like this. If there's one thing that I wish the Clip Studio Paint vector tools had, it would be the ability to change things in like a waterfall effect down the line. I guess really this is just going to get right back into the rant of, man, I wish I could use the warp tool on vectors. That's where I would begin to thrive. Okay, I think the upper part of the hair here, we're gonna have to give a little more volume because this is getting into the cranium. We don't want to make Fox look like there's nothing in there. It's like putting the fine china out for guests, you know? You gotta at least pretend. Love you, buddy. Okay, if we're gonna do like a little bit of a head nod, then we might want to do the ears and the eyes on their own layers. Totally distilled into one image. Okay. Why the link so long? Discord be like that. Ew, it's this guy. I feel like I have seen this guy at least once. If I saw him in my house, I think I'd go at him with a baseball bat. Teehee. I'm within my right to do so. Okay, do I want to enclose this another line? I could worry about it later. Always record your findings and send them to the company. How about I go into line tool? Where my line tool? There, my line tool. We take this down to like 1 pixel. We do that. And so that way when I color, it'll be like a hard edge. Control point, just line width. Skinny. Okay, this is just me thinking about where the ears are gonna attach. You're at 9.1 thousand clams. Better prepare. Oh, I am quaking in my baby skin. Was it baby seal skin leather boots? Hear you out? Fear. Fear. What if there was a snack spam? What if there was a big snack scam and you spent all your monies? You ended up blowing your points. It could happen. What would you do if there was a snack spam right in front of you? Okay, let's go new folder again. And we're just gonna make the ears and stuff right now. Oh, is spam. Spam, so spam. Okay, if I do actually start the ears all the way up at this angle, then we have more ear for, like, motion. I really, really wish that Clip Studio had more, like the ability to puppet warp stuff. I know that the next version, I think it's 4, does kind of have that, but it's not something you can keyframe, and it's destructive, meaning it doesn't preserve like a clean copy of the line art that can then be like restored by removing the keyframes. It just straight up like mangles everything. It's always a case of Clip Studio is like almost there at being the tool that I want it to be, but it's never like quite on the ball. And every time they announce a new tool, I'm like, this is it. This is going to be the thing that changes everything for me. And then it's just a little weird. Like, they have the facsimile of the tool that I'm looking for, but it's never right. It'll drive me crazy to the end of time. Okay. 1 ear. And another ear. I am putting these in their own animation folders in case I want to warp them manually. That's why we are structuring things like this right now. is for those purposes. You're in 0 clans. It means I'm safe from an MS Paint redeem by Noah. For some time at least. I know there are others. I know who you are. For now. Not from you. As I said, there are others. Okay. I just want to play Puppet Tool with this for a second. This to be about here. And then if this whole thing were schmooved. Okay, let's take you, move you out to about here. I could just learn how to puppet things in live 2D. So about here is probably what I want, actually. What happens if I manipulate this? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna wanna do a little chop line there. Get your big ears off the caption. Wafers would recommend using Live 2D. I know I can do it, but I won't let myself believe I can do it. Which is the dumbest thing to say ever. But here we are. Okay, this is ear BL, that is ear back line, ear FL. B's gonna go behind here. This is head L. Dear boy love. The spirit of Cooney is in this chat right now. I can feel it. Going to have the stream in the background. You need to continue your TV series. Accidentally add another series, a superhero comedy. Absolutely. I hope you have lots of fun. Take care of yourselves. You know where to find me. Okay. Let's throw a layer effect on these for visual clarity. New layer. Boop. Be listening while you write? Okay. So you mentioned going smugger for the face. Will little eyebrows be too much detail? Might not need them. Okay, that's just a little. Okay, eyes L. Another one. this will be the mouth. For now, I guess we could pre-make a couple of mouth poses. Okay, new pose. Actually, let's start with a duplicate of that one, because having just the same pose, but increasing and decreasing will be good. A little bit down. I should probably have onion skin on. Okay. Ooh. Onion skin? That is what you call the ghost image of other animation frames. So there's that blue and that red shadow of the other frames. And it's referred to that because an onion skin, when separated, is kind of translucent. That might be all the mouth poses that I need for our purposes, at least. And it has layers. Yeah, you're getting it. Okay, and before we do anything else, I can take just a couple of these poses. And make our little buddy yap a little. Okay, then we'll copy. Paste. I think if we do a 24 frame loop for now, that'll be fine. Four, and then 3 again. I'm wondering if that's too much yapping? Doing like the Animal Crossing talking. How hard should I try for Animal Crossing noises? I had it for a second, we were kind of losing it there. Make it faster. Oh, don't tempt me. I guess what I could do is I could pick some of the mouth closed poses and make them longer. Same for some of the mouth wide open poses. So it has like a couple of holds. I do think that's better. It adds a little more intention. Rue wasn't saying anything like specific, but we still feel like it's not a constant flow and there is like pauses happening between words and stuff. In fact, maybe we'll change the second loop to be a little more different. Add a 2 instead. You do love over-explaining? I love people who are thorough in explaining things. Actually, I want to adjust the camera mouth sensitivity on VTuber Kit real quick. I feel like some of it has fallen off a little early while I'm speaking. Okay, so here is a main folder that we are going to add everything that we just made into. So now all of this is on one hierarchy, and I can add a little like head knot to it. Fox-splaining. That's cute. That's cute. Okay, we'll call this folder head foxed. Boop-a-boop-a-boop. And we're literally going to just be adding like a very slow knot up and down, I'm thinking. I'm gonna look real quick at the GIF that we're referencing, just to kind of gather the vibe. I don't know. If we have the other hand moving around, maybe we don't need to have it like this, but we could. We could. Let's just try it for now. So I can always just pull it out of the folder. Call it a nothing burger. Okay, smooth interpolation. Your pivot here, I'm thinking. Start here. That's frame 1. Frame 12. Create a copy of frame 1. Paste. All the way over to the left. Okay, and then if we were to add just a little bit of motion to the ears so that they lag behind a little. Okay. So ear FL, would we want to put that? Yeah, we could put it into another folder. So that way when we do the color, the keyframes are also on that. Oh, I closed the folder is what happened. Boop. Okay. Let's start from here. Okay, gonna have to change the pivot point to be about right here. So here, extra uppies. Here, copy of it, drag you over, paste, 3 out. Oh, we lost the... That's interesting. When we paste that, it did not keep the position of the keyframe, so I'm wondering why. Let's go back. Let's go back to the start. We'll do the first keyframe here, actually. Just because I think that might assure the pivot point stays. Go here, and then about 3 out, we let it keep following through. Here, it's a little raised. And the follow through. Take a copy of this one. Yeah, it doesn't keep the pivot point. Why? Yeah, that's just a pasting error. Okay, let's open. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, I think what I can do is instead just make a new keyframe and then let's see, one of these should be rotation angle. Yes, we can just copy that value, which should be 9.7. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, that's not subtle enough. So let's pull you out. I think that's 2 more. So much for 0 points, my man. Okay, maybe out to here? Okay, that looks a little better. This is definitely where a puppet tool would be useful, is because then I could make the bottom part of the ear stick in place. Hmm. I'm thinking of one more thing we could do to achieve this effect, but it's a little much. So if we, for now, take everything out of the head bob folder, duplicate the ear line, let's make you red. No, wait, let's make you green. Okay. Who's Bob and why is he in your head? he's lived there for years. Basically, what we can do is take this and we'll make some copies of the frames. I think maybe 12 will do it. And then we will distort them manually. I think we can skip 2. 5. 6, 7. Maybe then back to 6, 5. Two. Oh, this might be harder than I'm anticipating it's going to be. Okay, let's just start messing with stuff. Wait, maybe I want to do this before we duplicated everything. Okay, back to 1. Back to 1. I'm insane. You here, because I do like this. Schizophrenics be not lonely. I have ibuprofen. Oh, Noah. Okay, let's do this on every other frame for now. 3. Yep. Here. Then 4.
Hi.
Hello. Another voice to join me. And then they said nothing else.
I don't know what you mean.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
How are you doing?
Sleepy. How are you?
Same.
United by one common issue.
It's
perpetual sleepy.
The weather has been getting warmer.
Ah, that's what puts you to sleep.
And yeah, it's just so awful. I hate it.
Mm-hmm. We're all built a little differently.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of wind. So I was... Yeah.
So it's like a sticky hot that just hangs over everything, probably, if I had to guess.
I mean, it wasn't... Yeah, it wasn't that hot, technically, like with 21 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, 23, sorry. But it's just... Oh, and 66% humidity. Ugh. Yeah.
This doesn't look great.
Just okay.
I'd throw it back into the animation folder and see if it's even noticeable once you have things in motion. That is another point. Okay.
There.
No, I don't like this. Working with Clip Studio's limited tools and because I've been doing work in Unity now, I've become so
Obsessed.
Not obsessed. I've become familiar with the things that puppet warping can do.
Yeah.
To the point where I am starting to want to rely on it in my process, and I'm using Clip Studio version 3. 4 has the warp tool, but it's a destructive warp tool.
Yeah.
And then I could also buck up and learn how to animate in like live 2D.
But Live 2D is for VTubing, right?
It actually originally did not start as a live model software. It was specifically for creating puppet animation. And then some people said, hey, we can actually make it so that we can animate with motion capture. And then they said, hey, wait, we can use this technology to make it respond live. And then people said, wait a minute, I can be anonymous online with this.
No, totally.
Ooh, the person who's commissioning me, Fox says, I should make the head move while talking like a bouncing silly effect. I feel like you are offering alternatives to the process that I'm currently doing.
Nah.
I could make these ears 2 layers. So that way the inner ear doesn't move around as much as the outer ear is. Hold on. Let's duplicate this. I can get rid of this. So you... Oh, wait, okay. Erase something important here. We would want to get rid of... Oh, geez, because it's in multiple folders with multiple animations, I have to pull things out and, like, dissect it. Oh, boy. Okay, this... and this. There we go. Okay, onto you. Oh, wait, I was supposed to make a copy of this first. Okay, duplicate. There we go. Now we edit you. Okay, you. And then you. Okay. So then we're gonna want to edit. I actually saw right there. You can tell that there's a point in there for the pivot point, but when I open it, it vanishes.
Totally.
Need... Is there center rotation? That's what we need.
I agree.
You there. And go to each of these points. Paste this value in. And the same for the y-axis. Okay, hopefully this is doing what I want it to be doing. Ooh, and then... Oh! No, it definitely does not do what I want it to do. I can just clear these. Hold on. Boop. Trash you.
Yeah, but I do feel what you mean with the limited tools.
Mm-hmm.
And I mostly do what's it called? Rasterized.
Yes. And
So
currently
not non-vector animation. And even there, I feel like Clip Studio is sadly limited.
Yep. Just weirdly a little behind in everything. Like,
yeah,
it has the vibe of trying to be an everything tool, but not committing to actually making any of the tools the way they're supposed to be made. Yeah. Okay, actually, if I do it 2 layers like that, that is starting to work a lot better. I'm gonna real quickly edit this line here, or rather, straight up get rid of it. In exchange for a curve that will account for the fluff that's inside the ear and the overlap. Yeah. Ooh, Long's in chat. Buddy, my bro, my cat's #1 fan. You missed an absolute, an absolute fit. My dear sweet cat Graham was so very upset that I was not loving him immediately at the start of stream.
Juan had a nightmare, so didn't get a lot of sleep.
Oh. Okay, this is going to be called ear FF, and this is going to be called ear FB. Bring you back into here. Graham so badly wanted to be the main character of the stream. You say that, but then he hasn't, thrown a fit a second time. If he really wanted. If he really wanted it, he could try harder. I've seen him. Okay, I want to add... just a little more backup lines here. Yes, and that stays invisible. He didn't after that? Mm-hmm. He didn't. I'm so surprised. Okay, I can do the puppeting on the other ear now. We should... all good. Actually, let's drag this up top for now so I can look at the points really easily. Yeah, okay. Put the pivot point here. Uppies. And down. Then a copy of this. feel like this is gonna have to be approached differently because it's on the other side of the head. Oh yeah, big time. Nope, not working. Immediate. Okay. Head just descended into this position. That's actually probably a good angle. And then it's going to have fallen further. Before we start raising back up, copy you, paste, then a little extra up. Floppy.
Flopple, flopple.
The big flopper. She kind of feel like.
Lobster.
I wonder if I'm gonna want to shrink the other ear altogether.
Right.
Hmm. Be just from the corner. Oop.
Hey, Lexa.
Ooh. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a good day. I hope things are going well.
You okay, Lexa? I heard you had a little spook.
Fucking. Sorry. Are you streaming, Connor?
Yes.
I am.
I should probably not. I should. I can't speak about what I need to speak about in here. My apologies. I'm gonna steal Nav for a little bit
No
and
problem.
maybe come back with less
Rage.
TOS on my not rage, just TOS on my tongue.
Yeah, take care.
TOS.
I don't know what TOS is.
Terms of service.
Yeah.
We want Connor to stay employed.
This is
love
more
it.
for fun endeavor, but I appreciate it very much.
Your fun endeavor should also remain existing. So I'm gonna steal Nav for a hot second.
Absolutely.
And, yeah. All right.
Okay.
Go get that tea.
Very reasonable. Yeah. I'm not being called as of yet. Now I'm being called.
Yeah. Done used our one F-bomb. Now what'll we do when something incredible happens, huh? Okay. Trying to decide if I like this or not. Feel like okay, this is actually one frame too early. I wonder if that's going to change the energy for me. So wondering if I just want to delay everything happening here by a couple of frames. I do think I like that a little more. Okay, drag that down. I think for now that's good enough, you know? So, think for now, then we'll be working on the botte. I think we can get away with letting the rest of the body be stationary. No, there becomes a point where if I let myself over animate things, then I'm undercharging and driving myself crazy. I'm gonna assume that letting pretty much the rest of the body be stationary and then maybe moving the hand like I wanted to will be a-okay. Insert Animal Crossing noises. I could consider making that another audio stim redeem. Another redeem wherein I embarrass myself making ridiculous noises. Okay. Hoodie cuff. Oh. They do be sounding a little similar. Okay, this ankle I want to pull up a little bit. Yer. Okay, computer mouse. Let's do this line at 0.5. Actually, wait, before we do that too, I want to make this a little harder of an edge here. Boop. Around there, I'm thinking. Yer. I, in my adulthood, have found myself jumping from audio fixation to audio fixation. And I very specifically picked up from the video of this one dude going through a drive-through and starting with, can I get a... And then the guy on the other end of, like, taking the order explodes at him. He's like, yeah, you want it, and he's like, what? Okay. He's just like, how did you know? And he's just like, you're the only one who comes up in my drive-through going, It's a really cute video. You can just tell that it's like someone harassing their friend at work. It's really cute. Hello? Where's that corner coming from? I'm going to explode you. There it is. Okay. As opposed to the Illager. Boop. We could let this computer mouse not really be visible anywhere else. I don't think it disappearing off into the void is gonna be particularly upsetting in any particular way. Honestly, if this much of the body and the table is stationary, I could put it all onto its own layer, and that would probably be okay. A little bit of the hoodie in there. Let's do it this way instead. that line does not want to cooperate, so you're getting copy-pasted, fool. Yeah, that's right. If you don't play nice, I'll just replace you with your clone. I don't know what that feels like or anything. Okay, check that the pivot point in the head is okay for that. I could move us a little to the left. Actually, that probably will lend better visual clarity to the, like, separation from the laptop. Press this button, press this button, press... It's not a button! It doesn't do anything! This does nothing! Okay. Hoodie. Boop. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to this laptop, and I wanna rotate you, skinny you up just a little bit. There, now we're very cleanly separated from the hand. We could also move it lower by a little bit to separate it from the table line, too, for visual clarity. This is actually you explaining League of Legends lore and why Arcane makes no sense. League player. Ugh, take a shower, Stinky. Okay, we're probably okay to combine all these background elements together. So up, and then get this table line as well. Let's see, can I... Yes, I can erase including things that are behind it. Boop, boop. Which means that in theory, merge down. We'll name this Stills. Fox theme E-boy plays the bad MMO game. Point and laugh. You play League for the lore that definitely exists and isn't copium. It's okay, man. People are invested in Overwatch lore. It's the same genre. It's just the demographics of who's playing it is different. I'm so real about that. Oh, there is a little sneaky part where that... Oh. I should clean that up sooner rather than later. What layer is that on? Where are you? Oh, I dragged the wrong one all the way down is what happened. Come here, you. Puppies. There, now that shouldn't cross over at any point. Oh wait, well, it does, but it's off screen. That's fine. Okay, so the head is gonna have to be above the stills, actually. We could even add a little animation into the tail, too. We really wanted to. So the animation for the hand isn't going to be a constant motion, it's going to be a holding holding, and then bounce, and then return to holding. We could do the same thing for the tail if we wanted to give it a little bit of motion. Also just time it differently. Or we could make it hold still. Sure, there is an abundance of words we use for things that are more vibe-based than possess any concrete definition. Mm-hmm. Another thing, I haven't added a blink to this animation, and I honestly don't think we need one. So the eyes, I could actually... literally, like, combine the eyes onto the head. B, merge a layer below, put you back into... A lot of these don't actually need a folder right now, either. Head, we can pull out of its folder. Mouth definitely stays in a folder. Ears don't need to be in an animation folder, but they do still need to be in their keyframe folder. So let's do this. Ear. Ear F. FFL. Mouth is fine. This is ear FBL. Of that. Okay, you go up here. Oh, hold on. Where did that animation folder go? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. This ear didn't end up in a subfolder. It's the animation layer that's animated. This is a little annoying, but it just means that I'll have to, when I do the color, duplicate the keyframes onto the color layer instead of just throwing it in the same folder. Annoying, but fine. Just name that L instead. Okay, that's a little less pile of things all over the place. So many things. Naming it Ella for the one that I'm taking, based on the fact that I'm making bad puppet animation in software that refuses to be good at anything. Yes. I also kind of want to edit this inner angle here. I want this to pull in a little more. Okay, I didn't show you what was happening, but this is already better. I promise it's better. I'm all mysterious and stuff. Okay, I want to change this color just a little in case we need to use that lighter blue elsewhere. And for now, collapse that on the timeline. Did you hear stealing? Yoink! Ever the vigilant one. Okay, this animation folder is open for me to do whatever the heck I want to it. Neat. Our reference ended up down here. Typical Fox behavior. I can't even say it's untrue. That's Bro's whole gimmick. Okay, I should probably draw through as if this layer isn't here, just for my own sanity. Mm-hmm. Here's a question. Should I add the implication of some fingers in here? As well as this hand. This is one of those things where it's like, is that going to be completely lost by the time we shrink this down? Maybe. Change the vibe in the hand here a little bit. Not really any needed. Okay. I will not stress myself with it. Yeehaw. I should delete some of these points hiding in here. Same for here. We can simplify a little. Yeah. Do I like that? Oh, wow, little extra points there. Annoying. Oh well. I say and then start fixing it because I'm insane.
I agree.
Hello.
What?
Welcome back.
You don't want to be insane?
Well, what? Oh, maybe a little. As a treat. Chad is calling you the ghost of Christmas past, apparently.
But I don't have anything to do with Christmas. I'm mainly the skeleton in your closet.
Oh. Well, whenever you're ready, I accept you.
I don't know about that.
What? You think I wouldn't? You think I wouldn't? Okay. Let's make this easy peasy. I'm all sad that you think I wouldn't accept you. Nav, did you know I love you? Nav? Can I at least send you a digital hug?
Oh, no, it's fine.
You sound like a dog that's been kicked, I think.
Not a cat. Oh, more what's it called? Otter that got kicked.
I mean, otters already make some pretty gruesome noises, to be frank. Being attacked by chat.
I mean, that's on brand, wasn't it?
Yeah. How has your day been, Nav?
Oh, I did a lot of sleeping.
Good, love it. My favorite
I was a lot
sport.
in bed. I yeah.
I am definitely a big sleeper myself, so like, that is my idea of a good day, is to have gotten really good rest.
I sent you something.
Oh? Oh. Oh. Hold on, I can drag drop this into chat. Hold on. Make stream see the meme. Me when I effing get you. I love the splayed out paws, the doubloons.
Yeah.
A dog that is really ready.
A little bleb tongue. Yeah, I did some art. I worked on the challenge for Bone Zone.
Yeah, I saw that.
See.
How could one not refer to it as the bone zone? The perfect place for a dog to be, a room full of bones.
Yeah. I did all the lines yesterday.
Oh.
And put down color. And today I started detailing the trees. And it's just so much.
I believe in you. You have got this.
Right. You know what? You didn't mention a dog, I think.
Vaguest of memories with my little stink brain. I think I'm gonna cheat a little and rotate all of these down. I don't have those overlapping. So then what I'm gonna do, duplicate one. So we're gonna make a new pose here. Behold, the computer. The source of all your problems. And the location.
I'm not allowed to share this into the art server, but it's so good.
You want to tell me about it?
I'm gonna send you. It's a text. It's a Redditor struggling with the real problems in life.
Oh. Peeky, peeky, peeky. Ah. I'm okay with reading this out. r/serious conversations. I can't stop arguing with AI about not being gay. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I seriously spend at least an hour a day arguing with AI about my sexuality. I'm not entirely sure why it's so addicting. Maybe because it's easier to argue with an AI than it is real people. Unfortunately, no matter the points I make, the AI will tell me I'm gay to some degree. I know none of it's real, and it's just spitting out algorithmic-based predictions on what to say, but it still upsets me. It upsets me, but I can't stop. I'd really just like to stop, as it's a major waste of time. I can't tell anyone in real life about this, so I guess I'd like to hear someone else's take on it. But what is this bro doing that's making it believe this? Because it has to be seeing information to make that assumption.
Also, the other side is in what way is ChatGPT saying gay?
This is true.
Is breathing gay? Is loving a woman gay? Is using moisturizer gay?
This is true. There's so many things that performative masculinity could be just being snatched up. Mm-hmm. They're putting algorithms in the AI that convinces that people are gay.
Yes, I love it.
We should all be so lucky as to be at least a little gay. It's good for you. Okay, I'm gonna make another copy of one here. So we're going to make a smear frame using some of these. Let's see. Yes.
My mom goes for a walk with her BFF, and when she does so, the poor baby puppy who belongs to one of... Stop writing. Keep moving the lines. I'm dyslexic.
You're confusing them.
One of the other neighbors shows up and the BFF gives him pets, but mom is a little more reserved, so now the dog loves her more than anything and everything. It sees my mom, it starts nuzzling her legs, begging for the rare mom pets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very desperate doggo.
Yeah.
Okay, is that too much of a smear? Definitely need to have that down frame hold for a second. And then ease back in. Also, probably suit. Extend this out and treat this more like an arc.
I should get off Tumblr.
You still chilling in bed?
No, I'm on the PC. Else I would be talking to you.
I mean, some people join from their phones and still have good audio. So, never really know.
True. Wait, what is Misty streaming?
Now you make me want to go peek the Discord preview.
it doesn't show. That's why.
Oh, their video. I mean, Misty sometimes shows off their rabbits and stuff. It could be that. Wong in chat says, "But Connor, you're already gay-coded. That was my first assumption about you." You smell the fruit a mile away. I shall not deny. Okay, make yet another duplication of one here. Okey-dokey. Little rotations. In terms of actual identity, I'm a lot better at defining myself than I used to be, but even then I'm still really wishy-washy on stuff.
Oh, sorry. What's that? A conversation starter?
Doesn't have to be.
Wasn't.
Oh, hold on. That doesn't need to be a
Just
whole.
say you are, in quotation mark, the persistence of memory.
I haven't heard that before. Huh?
The melting clocks.
The Dali painting?
Yeah.
Wait, what does this have to do?
The fluid.
Oh, gender fluid. I don't know, I've kind of started to question that too.
Oh.
Just
What are you?
Well, okay, because
Old gun at your point. What are you?
fluidity implies that you're changing a lot. Whereas, I don't know, I could possibly be more okay with adopting the non-binary label because I don't feel like I've shifted around how I felt in a while, you know? Wong in chat says, "I am so straight, I can afford to be a little gay." I really like the theory that all humans are just like some flavor of bisexual, like everyone, no matter how specific their sexual tastes are, there would still theoretically be one possible exception that would make them at least a little bisexual. I think that's a really cute and fun concept. Not that I would necessarily like try and tell someone, "Oh, you're not, you know, straight or gay or lesbian. You're actually just a very picky bi." Like, no. Not for that purpose, but every other way. Fun, harmless, cute.
Your gender is furry.
As long as it's fun, you know? Whatever.
I'm back on Tumblr. Wait.
I'm back in the building again!
You know, I close the tab, and then 2 seconds later I open up the tab again. That's what I did.
Digital pacing. Your enclosure does not have enough enrichment.
True. My 3 screens are not big enough.
Not quite what I'm going for, but go off. Okay.
Oh, Hot Rod, how's your eye surgery thingy going?
I think Bro has been out and just sort of living with the results for some time. You would think the guys were completely gay by how they acted, or that is just what a healthy male friendship looks like. Sometimes men can hug, and
Nah,
sometimes it's funny when a guy wears heels, but also it's harmless and okay and doesn't have to mean anything about their gender.
are you out of your mind?
Oh, completely. But also, I'm having a great time.
What would the children think if men start hugging?
They would love their father more.
Nah.
Okay, Hot Rod says they just need to get their sugar under control. Okay. Good luck.
Nice.
That can be very hard in America to control your sugar intake.
Yeah, you can't even buy water.
Unfortunately, there is sugared water. Okay, I think I want to change.
Imagine thinking that Legolas is cool.
This curve right here. I think maybe this wind up could use an extra frame right here. Yeah, let's duplicate 3. Just a little shift. Let's see, this tool, there we go. A little shift here. Nope, not quite. Grabby.
Is one person on eBay is trying to sell the crew that I in Warhammer that I want, but they were like, at first they wanted $40 and €5 for shipping, which makes buying it from this dude more expensive than buying the actual thing, like the fresh of the box. And now I've been waiting for like over a month, staring at it, how this guy kind of every 2 weeks takes €2 off. And I'm like, some point you're gonna get low enough where I'm like, okay, now I can buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I've been trying to sell a PC case for almost a year now, and it's like a really nice case, and I'm already selling it for like half of the value. It's completely unused, and it's high end, and like at some point, I'm gonna lose money on this thing.
yeah.
It's literally the worst.
Well, if it's unused, and is it still in the packaging?
Opened once, but all the packaging's all together, every periphery.
So, yeah, I mean, usually there are people who would buy it for not as cheap. This guy built the models, and they're not well built, as I can see in the fit. So that's why I'm not willing to pay full price.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found that a lot of people, at least in where I'm living, there's like a whole community on like Telegram where they just take a picture and post it and they're like, hey, I got this, it's new, and I want this much. And then, they sell it over like that instead of through eBay.
Yeah, eBay probably is well past its glory.
Yeah.
Is what I should accept.
It's eBay is it feels more like it's for people who are doing like reselling. It feels like.
Something about this arm feels wrong.
Druxy does find here and there some stuff, but it a lot of times it feels kind of. A lot of people are trying to, secondary income or shit like that. Maybe I'm just very pessimistic, which is, fair.
The people who still use eBay are old people and scalpers, is what I feel like. And also people who are trying to find stupid deals. Like, because they'll come up to your listing and they'll offer something that's $200. Like, I'd like this for $40.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's like, how about instead you walk away or I hit you with sticks?
Peaks. Okay, let me get some beer back.
Yeah, take care.
You're old, Hot Rod. You don't know it yet, but you're old.
Yeah, Hot Rod has some years. Hot Rod has some wisdom. Okay. Pulling this out a little bit first. Yeah, okay. Okay, then what I'm going to want to do is bring this curve back into the sleeve here. Okay, copy. Well, we'll adjust this first. Okay, copy, and then you. Okay. And kind of the same thing here, except we are making you flatter. Gotta hand it to you, Connor. That's a hand. Yeah. Been looking at this photo of Graham and admiring the pelt folds on his neck. It's really funny how sometimes cats just kind of feel like their skin is hanging on them. Like, I know that being built loose is useful for them. Incredibly funny, though, to look at. Okay, I think what we did here ended up being a little extreme. The fact that the upper arm on 7 doesn't move at all is awkward. Maybe just a little bit. No one's gonna notice. No one's gonna notice it. Not the way that I notice it, especially when it's shrunk. That should be good. Okay. I am letting it be good. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna elect that the tail is not gonna move. We're gonna see it. Obviously. But yeah. Oh my, that is clipping into the arm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that is enough information to know that we are looking at. Yeah, little puffy tail. Denying your tail freedom. I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Seeing how big the water snake's King could get, must be ready to take a bite. If you start wading in a local Michigan river, I'm not going in to help you. I'm just gonna keep walking. Okay, and then we have anonymous guy. You know, I should probably take stream break. It is pretty much stream break time. I also haven't saved yet. Wow, actually saved. You don't have water shoes for the occasion. You think I own water shoes? Okay, but yes, I am going to take stream break. That is going to be about 15 minutes. I'm gonna have a snack, gonna refill my water, pet my fussy forever toddler son, Graham the cat. And when I come back, we'll be barreling on with more of this animation. Alright, take care, be good. you dinks were spamming me while I was gone. Hi, Kippin. Hi. Okay, we are back. Well, gee willikers, if that isn't a fury.
It is not.
Oh, you're so chunky. You're like a crumbly cookie.
I
Hi.
am?
Oh, you were for a moment at least. Well,
The
Okay.
reception under
I've
the
been
oldest
kind of like a
bed. Sorry.
Okay, what else was said there?
I said that the reception under the seafood is bad.
No, nya.
But yeah, I don't know. What were you saying, Furry?
I was saying that I've been trying different things to try to get my voice to come in a little bit more clear. I'm not sure if it's working, but
We had that one very chunky moment, but you are clear now, so it may have just been that one moment.
it was all that whiskey I was drinking. I don't know.
I agree. Totally.
Yeah, how's your day? How you doing?
I'm going through my to-do list. Right now, the first item on the docket is, are you afraid of thunderstorms? Next is President Hudson reassures the public.
They all sound really cute. Like the whole list, because I did see you post about it before.
Yeah, like after that, it's apple pie. Ad art is just something that I plan to be constantly doing in the background. And the most recent thing that I added is Lychessa helps.
Ooh. Lychessa's such a helpful character. You know, great intentions, real gentle person too.
Oh yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Heather propaganda.
If these sound a little vague, that's by design.
Oh yeah,
they're just specific enough that I remember what they are.
No, I totally get what you're going for. I have been there.
Furophage will cameo in one of them.
Yay! The girl thing.
Speaking of girl things, I need to teach myself how to draw mote next.
Ooh.
Or at some point or another.
Ooh. Shaped like a wasp.
Well, it's kind of like she's a little bit like what if a wasp was a ballerina?
It's true. She has like a gymnast leotard built into her outfit almost.
Yeah. But yeah, like my first thought on seeing her model sheet and the poses that you did with her is yeah, this is just kind of like a ballerina insect.
It's just how I view fairies traditionally. Ooh, Wong in my chat is asking, what's the difference between girl fail and fail girl?
It depends more on, are they more girl or are they more fail?
I think context is also important because, I feel like there are people who like are transgender or other gender variants that would refer to their biological sex as something that they failed. So like I could see someone referring to themselves as, oh yeah, I'm a fail girl before I went on like, testosterone or whatever. And like that could totally be a thing.
Yeah, like I failed at masculinity, so I gave up.
Yeah, exactly. Fail girl, that could sometimes refer to just, oops, I'm a clumsy little girl thing, but also you could refer to someone who doesn't perform femininity well, but is still, like they're not gender different in any way. They're just like, oh yeah, no, I'm bad at being a girl, I don't do makeup. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're trying to be anything else, Like I could see both of those being a valid take as well. I might change...
Okay,
I change which side of this character is holding their hand on for ease of drawing it. It's stumping me.
So is this a commission for something?
Oh yes. It will be shrunken down and used as a Twitch emote. To kind of have like an IT situation going on here.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of based on that one
I
GIF.
like the way like you animated the fox ears.
Oh, thank you. I agonized over them a little bit on the right side, especially because they were one layer, but it created this sliding effect on the top of the head where it felt like the ears weren't really connected, so then I broke it down to 2 instead.
I don't know, that could also make like a really fun, like a sliding asset type animation, just like oh, there go my ears.
For comedic effect, anything is possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm not gonna really see much of this elbow. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this person like a little squash and stretch with like their eyes and mouth changing between closed and open. Just kind of like a shock take, and that's gonna be about it.
It's like my is being used as a server for what?
So Wong in chat has asked, why is there a drow here? You are assigned drow at profile picture.
Oh, me?
Yes, you are the drow.
Yeah, I guess that does kind of look like a drow.
You could say you're being profiled.
I am being profiled.
Yeah. If I'm not careful, if I'm not careful, this hand's gonna look like a foot.
Others.
Oh my. You are still getting a little chunky every so often. Sorry if I speak over you for that purpose. Or not purpose, but by that cause.
Okay. Well, folks are here to see you, not me. This is the Doodle Show.
I'll still feel a little bad if we end up talking over each other because of the delay. Just letting you know, I feel sorry about it. I hope you don't take it personally.
Nah, I don't take that sort of thing personally, so don't even worry about it.
Okay. Shoulder's probably gonna have to be a little higher. The Doodle Show. Okay, skinny this up a little here. Good taper.
No, I actually kind of wish there was a show that was called that.
Like Blue's Clues, but it's targeted a little higher in age range. We'll go for like the jaded teens, and like every so often, like one of the jokes is like a total left hook.
Yeah.
Oh, no one's redeemed the Blue's Clues noise yet. Okay. Have I done the Blue's Clues noise in front of you before? I have a couple of redeems that prompt me to make sound. I have a Blue's
I don't
Clues,
think so.
a Blue's Clues sound, and the Kirby Poyo. So they just did the Blue's Clues noise. Sometimes if I get too embarrassed, like if the VC is full, I'll like mute myself when I do it. So that's why you might not have heard it before. Really makes you feel like an adult. Okay, I hear you snickering over there.
You know what really makes me an adult about stuff that I watch kid that has any of that is?
I am having a hard time understanding you. It is seeming to pick back up in chunkiness.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay. Oh, glossed over your glorious pun. It's because you are a drow and not a person? Is that it? Is that supposed to be the one? I don't know. I don't get that one either, if it is the joke. Sometimes the Noah jokes are beyond even me.
Did that help?
I mean, I can understand the word you're saying. It's just not necessarily not chunky. Oh, two above. Oh, the Lorax. Is it the Lorax joke?
Sounds like the joke is on me.
The universe refusing to let you be clear in VC is definitely a cruel joke of its own. Okay. If this character had a thumb, it would be pointed over here. See if that actually adds some visual clarity. This might read a little bit better. I'm gonna want to redraw that thumb, but I do think this is better. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. I'm glad Nav's not here. I love him, but they always laugh when I sneeze. A classic Connor sneeze. If I had a dedicated mute hotkey, things would be different. You'll laugh in their stead.
Swim tight.
Thank you. Okay, I think I need to change the eye positions a little bit here. A little clearer. Okay. So this is our default pose. Right after the hand goes down, I want them to squish into a new pose. Let's do it on twos for now. And I can fill in the rest later. Okay, we'll let them undeform here for a bit, I think. Then paste in again. Need longer, skinnier, still rotated a bit. Rename these. Five's all the way over here, so we can probably get away with this, and then let's see, 6 will be a bounce up. Oh wait, this should be layer 1 right here. I wonder how that happened. Ooh, uh-oh, that means I mistakenly drew over 1. Okay. 2 is the new one for now. A little bit of squash back down. Okay, rename. See how that feels. Obviously chunky because we need the in-betweens, but I do think it's interesting. Then we would need the expression change on the mouth and eyes. Okay. Start right here. Go with something like this. Then by the time we're here, would be fully eyes closed, mouth closed, I believe. Change the vibe here a little bit. Go a little straighter for here. It's the same, but less deformed. Okay, and then we are flinging back up. Let's have the eyes kind of boggle. Get really big for a second. Don't want to leave the outline here too much, so I think we'll just affect the pupil here. Same for the mouth too, we can go more open. Ooh, we have an anime rant from Noah. F in the chat for our boy Shu, who in his series, Horimaya, is not only perpetually maidenless, but the one time someone does show interest in him is when he tried to scare off the scummy guy his little sister liked, only for the poor kid to get so enamored with how cool he was that he started coming over not only to see Shu's little sister, but Shu himself. Womp womp. Okay. I think if I bring 5 in, ease us in between 6 and 7 a bit better. Let's see, right about here. Oh yeah, that smooths out the second half very well, I think. Okay, and then I'm wondering if I just want to squish these last couple of frames together instead of tweeting it. 7 is still on a 2, so that we have a hold frame. Zoom out to see how it feels from here. I think that has good visibility. Need to get me to watch Working because everyone is a zany character in that one. Noah, I need you to understand that my favorite flavor of anime is absurdism, surrealism, and gag animes. Your idea of zany is nothing to me. I will watch Excel Saga and go, yeah, this is normal. You cannot imagine what my idea of zany is. Okay, I guess we're ready to start laying down the colors for these then. Do a safety save right about here. Okay. Well, start from the top down. Our ear layers here. I can turn off the animation for now. New layer in here. Turn our reference back on. And we will grab the purple of our dreams. Boop. Ooh, I actually needed to add another little fill blocker there. Okay, erase those. Get rid of those. And now if we turn animations back on. Yes, things still function just fine. Sam and Max seem fairly on brand. It's a shame that I was not engaging with Sam and Max media years earlier. I'll tell you that. Okay. Our process from here should be easy as pie. Or cake, if you so prefer. I mean, wouldn't be me. But if you want to be weird about it. No. Super Bowl. Wong. You said you haven't seen Young Frankenstein, and I'm so tempted to make you watch it now. It is my idea of a good time. I think I want to actually lighten the inner ear fluff just a little bit for visual contrast purposes. Increase the tolerance by a lot there. It's too much whitening. Okay. Hopefully that is a-okay. You'll take my word for it? That sounds like not interested, which is a valid answer. Wait, I need to turn the animation back on. Okay, looks just fine. Boop. Okay, these are all the mouth poses, so I'm probably best straight up duplicating the whole folder. Name it C for color. Then if I were to grab the ice cream tool, I think we can just lasso fill these.
Okay, am I still coming in chunky?
Not this moment.
Okay, good. I don't know what I did, but I guess it worked.
Magic. Oh yes, ice cream tool.
Yeah, dark elf magic.
There was a little bit of chunk left. We'll see. We'll see if we stick.
It's both chunky and sticky. Damn it.
I am glad to have you in any form.
I need to figure out a less gross way of describing things.
I mean, I'm not gonna bat an eye. Perhaps I should sometimes, but I'm not.
So, Excel Saga was mentioned. Have you also seen Nichijou?
Yes. Nichijou is very good.
It seems like you... Oh, did you see the Strong Bad email that I sent you?
So I literally have that sitting as unread in my inbox because I just, for some reason, haven't found the spoons to watch it. But
oh, okay.
It'll get done. I'm so normal about stuff like this. Sarcasm. So I will literally, open it, decide whether or not my brain's in the right place, and then unread it for later.
You know, you joke, but among the people that I know, that is normal.
Yeah, it's probably just some weird neurodivergence, thing.
Could be.
I don't hear about behavior like this from other people, and most of the people who I do hear it from have anxiety or like are on the ADD spectrum.
Yeah, you see, I'm friends with a lot of people that have anxiety disorders, so that tracks.
Yeah. Coughs. Do I want to add some shading to the hair? I think I do. Oh, okay, Wong says to clarify, they would be down to watch Young Frankenstein. I just have to find where the heck to get it. The last time I tried to find it online, I ended up finding the German translation of it, which unfortunately is not the best viewing experience because being able to quote it after is very important to me. It's like, see, Donna gets it.
I'm just going to agree to whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, so anyways, Donna, if you would take this 5-page quiz on the topic that we were talking about, we'll decide whether or not you're a good person based on that.
Okay. Where's the quiz?
Don't just say okay. Don't just say okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm not a good person, but I'm working on it.
Oh, Dada.
Oh, no. I didn't say that to make people sad. It's just, the reality of life. So where's the quiz?
You're too ready to accept that.
Yeah.
No.
What's wrong with accepting things?
How are you not a Buddhist?
I like the teachings. I wouldn't say. I mean, if I were to choose like a thing to follow, I would probably do Buddhism. But I'm not a Buddhist. No.
So ready to roll with the punches. Good lord. Speaking of, Hot Rod says, runs and tackles Dada. Hi, sis.
Hello, Hot Rod. It has been some time since I've seen you.
There was another topic happening somewhere along the lines in here, and it's been derailed. Oh, quoting Young Frankenstein. That's something that happens in my household a lot.
Oh, that's a funny movie.
Yeah. Wong has not seen it, and it came up because... Oh, Chunky.
Oh.
Chunky Zip.
I mean, it's normal to miss me. Everyone misses me. But you know who misses me the most? Myself. And Doodle. Doodle misses me the most.
I was included. What? Why are you laughing at me?
You're just a cutie patootie. That's what you are. Oh, who is this? Who is walking in here?
Oh.
Your mama.
Hi,
Nav, hello.
Hi.
Make you guys a little bigger.
How are you doing? You're up a little late, aren't you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is that a
You
bad
doing
thing?
okay?
It's a nap.
I'm switching to nighttime, I think.
Oh, you still haven't given me your skeleton reference, by the way.
Oh, you wanted my references?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
It's okay to forget.
Why did you want my refs again?
Because I was drawing some people in the group.
Okay.
And I drew you, but I need to make sure that it's like on point.
Do you know what my favorite quote from Young Frankenstein is?
What's your favorite quote?
Doctor, you've barely touched your food. He puts his hands all over it. There, I've touched it.
like the mental maturity of like a 6-year-old. I love the scene where they like hear a wolf howl in the distance, and she just goes, "Werewolf." He goes, "Their wolf, their castle." Why are we talking like this? I thought you wanted to.
Man,
Is it a show or a...
that's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
Are we gonna do a Discord watch
Yes.
party?
Yes. Oh, Nav, you need to see that movie.
I you know what? I might watch that movie.
Imagine,
Yeah.
if you would, the original story of Frankenstein, but instead told by a 12-year-old and acted out by Gene Wilder.
I have no clue who Gene Wilder is, but sure.
Oh, that's Fresh's favorite actor. One of them.
A crazy feral white man.
Like, is he a feral? Okay.
I'll show you a picture of Gene Wilder. We've seen a few.
He's Willy Wonka.
Yeah, that is a very apt way to get people to go, "Oh, I know who that is."
I do not know who that is.
Never mind.
Wait, back. Wait, the old one or the new one?
Old one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have no clue.
We've seen like other stuff that he's been in, like The Producers.
Give me a second. I need to.
I'll send it to you. Okay, I'll send it to you. There. That guy.
Trying to decide if bro needs a little nose or not. Probably not.
Cheaty, cheaty, bang, bang.
Hi, chitty, low, chitty, low. Remember all of it? Chitty, chitty, bang,
Nope.
bang, we love you.
Chitty, bang, bang.
Any other time I would do the hair with a gradient, but I'm worried about the file size.
Thank you, Nav.
We'll do gradient. I'll posterize it later if I have to, I guess.
There you go. That's some of the refs.
Okay.
Is it good enough?
That's great.
Oh, there's also this one.
Ah.
I don't have the iPad, so you will have to live
That's all.
with these. So, and now let's look up this. What was his name?
Gene Wilder?
I put it in the VC too.
Put it into VC2.
Boop.
Yeah, I know his face. He has like red hair, right?
That one more time.
Nav asked, he has red hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is ginger.
Okay, the gradient was definitely better. It just feels nicer. I'll pay for this in file size later.
Why is there a ghost coming out of the screen?
Who's Ghost?
The person coming out of the screen.
I think that's a reference. Is that what you're referring to?
You're saying that this person looks like they're coming out of the computer. Ooh.
No, now it doesn't, but before, because it was overlapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as we avoid that energy in the final version. Okay, I'm gonna have to take note of that. Thank you. People's impressions are very useful for reasons like this.
Comber, you know it's not a good stream until Dota arrives. Damn. I also got your latest obsession.
Whomst?
Both of you guys.
Oh?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, Repo.
Yeah.
That took a bit.
You better get ready to die. Oh, fun.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to play it tonight, but maybe tomorrow.
I guess I will play alone.
Don't play it alone. You have to play it with other people the first time. Nav, you can't. Nav.
I mean, there are some people who play it single player and prefer it that way.
You know what? Those are people who have no friends.
No,
But Nav has friends.
I'm on my
That's the rudest thing I've ever heard you say.
It's not true, though. People are free to play by themselves.
Super Earth needs you, Juan. I played it. But look into Guest VC2. Those are adorable. Can I have one?
You're asking us like we're your parents.
Oh, those are cute.
Right?
Yeah. Jelly bean. I guess I need to make it clear, guys. You're allowed to play single-player games, okay? It's okay. I play single-player games.
I don't know, Dada, you took a pretty hard stance. Now we're all worried about disappointing you. I guess we'll just go twiddle our thumbs until our friends come online.
Don't do that, okay? That's like not eating at a restaurant unless you have someone with you. No, eat at that dang restaurant.
You know, I think Dota, you might like Cloud Meadow.
Yeah. Well, Fresh got it for me, so I'll play it after I finish Webbed.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Is Webbed the game where you're a little spider in a kitchen?
No.
No, she has to rescue her boyfriend from the crow. Her boyfriend got taken away.
No. Cloud? Oh,
Yeah, Webbed.
Webbed.
We're talking about two different games.
Here, I'll show you what it looks like real quick. Here, I'll show you. It's really cute. It's so cute. Playing it makes me happy.
I cannot. The game Cloud Meadow is not allowed in my country.
Oh,
Why not?
that's a shame.
Yeah, because it's a furry game.
Oh, lame.
It's a game where you go onto a farm and breed
you
animals.
Wait, can't they breed with you?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
My decision's
Yeah.
my opinion's changing a little.
I mean, they're not feral furries, right? They're like antho furries.
Okay, if that's the case, never mind.
And there's also normal people.
Yeah, never mind.
So you
then.
can breed with them too. I'm gonna make all my things lesbians.
Buddy in chat is looking with the biggest eyes emote. So normal.
Okay.
So glad we're all so normal.
This is Webbed right here. Little pixel art going on. Oh, I didn't hit stream. Alright, I hit stream, okay? You can dance. Do your spider dance.
Hold on. I gotta make myself peep this and also turn the audio. Okay, audio's off.
Alright, you can swing. Yeah, you can dance. You can shoot lasers.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put this on my stream wish list later.
You can
That is really cute.
It is. It's a platform puzzle.
Yeah, no, I think. Yeah, no, this is a good game.
And then you can actually make a web, right? Like so.
I even have a modding idea.
And there you go. That's webbed. Yeah.
Put your character in
Yeah.
the Doodle's character.
Oh, oh my, that would be cute. Yeah, I think Webbed is gonna end up on my wish list after stream. Oh boy.
Also, I also sent you something.
Ah, is this from the game you were talking about?
Yeah, Cloud Meadow.
Ah. Mm-hmm. I think
That's why I was like, yeah, I think Tota's gonna like it.
Understood. Adult games should exist. They should just be like moderated, well labeled, and kept out of kids' hands.
Yeah, it's. Let me buffer the context. There was a game at a point that was being produced that was like breeding animals, and then the coder was like, "Oh, me, you're not working hard enough." So I'm gonna release all the code online. And then through the whole project under the bus, being like, "Oh yeah, it's the artist's fault." And the artist was live streaming multiple days a week, drawing for that game.
I bet it was unpaid too.
So it was like, it can't be my fault because I have been working and showing off. So the artist was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go make my own game. And yeah, that's Cloud Meadow.
Good for them.
Which is on Steam and I think in alpha. I don't know if it's completely out because they banned it in Germany.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, good for
I
good for Bro.
supported them, even though it's not really a game for me.
Ooh, this one ear is a different color. I should go back and fix that.
Where did Dota go?
Exploded into a million pieces.
Okay.
Dota, no!
You guys are so ready to accept anything. Good grief.
You're not a person that usually lies. I'm sorry.
That's not true. I just say it with a tone. I just say it with so much sass that it should be a joke.
Okay. I don't believe you anymore.
Wong in chat says dreams are made of people who can code. I don't disagree with that. But also dreams are made by people who can draw, by people who can write, and by connections between people.
And not by algorithm.
Oh, I think Discord did a weird thing. Nav, could you say something for me again?
No.
Okay. I've had this problem where sometimes one of my applications on my PC will just start sounding really canned and distant, and it doesn't have an obvious cause for it. And it just happened to Discord. But I'm looking at OBS and it looks like the levels when you're speaking are normal. So it has to be related to how it's interfacing with my headphones. But it's also only happening to one software at a time, and I've had it happen to Deep Rock before. And also modded Minecraft. And the only way to fix it is to relaunch the entire software, so I guess I'm gonna have to... Okay, no!
No! I am sound.
Okay, Twitch is saying that it sounds weird on their end too, so it's not my headphones. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like...
It is on the stream. I heard it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hard reload Discord. That's the only thing that's helped before. So... My friends have turned into a spinning gear. I haven't pinpointed what causes this. Okay, testing.
Bill just exploded.
Yes, okay, I have you audible again. Fugi Tech is still reloading. That's interesting.
First.
Is it gonna reload?
Fingers crossed.
Doesn't sound good anymore.
The audio's fine. Now Fugi Tech is just... Maybe I have to leave and rejoin.
I checked on your stream how I sound.
Yeah.
The cool effect is gone.
It's multiple other kinds of apps. How about saying it's the other app that you have running? I have so many apps running that does not narrow it down. It also doesn't always happen when I'm streaming either. It's happened in completely other random times. There doesn't seem to be consistency for what's running, unless it's like a background, like something in the background they're not paying attention to, you know? But okay, yes, we are back. Which means I can just keep on working. Okay. I'm gonna call this folder for this guy Shook. Bro is literally shook. That's a question. Okay, yes, I did fully enclose their liner under them. So duplicate. Shook C for color, Shook L for line. We're gonna have to rasterize all of these animation frames. I wish I could do this as a batch, but Clip Studio does not let you do that. There's many things I wish you could do as a batch to layers in Clip Studio that it does not have the functionality for. Okay, and for now, let us bulk fill these as gray. Making sure that we're keeping that gap inside the elbow too. Mm-hmm. Okay, almost done with this blank fit fill. I imagine it's probably... I could export this with a transparent background, and that's probably going to be wanted. Though I don't imagine our commissioner is still lurking in chat, because it is getting late for their time zone. No, worst case scenario is I guess I re-export it. Okay. Another thing about the ghost comment that's messing me up is that originally I was going to paint them as like a bluish pale white for like, oh, this could be any, you know, style of person, but now that the idea of them possibly being seen as a ghost coming out of the computer, I'm like,
Ghost in the machine.
Literally.
Actually, I'm kind of liking that.
IT person talking to the ghost in the machine, explaining why they're running so slow.
Yeah. Well, if I can ever afford to commission you, that's what I'm going to ask for.
Oh my god. Don't commission Gagar. Commission something that you'd love and cherish. Which might be Gagar in the end.
Well, Yeah, well, you've met me. That is what I cherish.
This is incredibly true. Yeah, I think I'll just barrel ahead with what I was going to do for this. I think other people are familiar enough with the meme gif that it references that it won't be too lost in the weeds. Okay, for another layer. Boop. Ooh. Oh, okay. That was for only editing layer. Wrong. Incorrect. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my default mouth color for these. And let's use the selection brush. Mm-hmm. This should work. I think Wong is speaking Spanish in my chat. My friend. I'm not aware of what we are saying currently. Okay, does that feel acceptable? More or less, yeah. Oh, you... That's not Spanish. That is Battle Block lyrics, but it's also random gibberish. Very fair. Understood. Okay, I feel like I also want to add a drop shadow here. This one might be hard to make feel consistent, though. Interesting. Okay, I guess the only way we'll be able to tell is we'll hit play after I do a pass of this. And then adjust if we really need to. Or Control Z it. This is a case of where if I had planned farther ahead, I could have included it in the line art that we were warping. Like just do a 1 pixel boundary for where the shadows would be. This works. In fact, we could even give them a little weird blush to match Fox as well. I want to do this with Turnip Pen. Okay. It's definitely cute, and I feel like it'll be worth it. Okay. Checky checky. This one definitely feels like it moves, but if we're going to be zoomed out... Yeah, it looks consistent enough when we're zoomed out. I shan't worry about it. Now, here's a question. Do we want to add a glow to the computer? Maybe just walk around the edge of this. Definitely not an Apple logo. Okay.
You know, I've heard stories about people that eat apples but not rocks. That just sounds weird.
I could blur this. It's probably fine. Yeah, one of Bro's gimmicks on their streams is eating gemstones. Big crunchy.
I remember you drew this dude before, and like he's just chowing down on like a bag of rocks.
Yeah. I'm wondering if this is too heavy-handed. They're really crazy. I could even animate the glow to dim in and out, but that might just blow the file size way up, because this has to be under a megabyte when I export it. Yeah, we might start considering this to be just about done. I'm gonna see how we look when we add a posterize filter. Correction layer. Where is it? There it is. Bump it up to 20. It's made this fella a greenish blue. There's one thing I wish that the posterizer in Clip Studio did, is I wish you could pick certain colors that it had to lock to. Like if I could bucket tool a couple things from the palette and say posterize it, but make sure that these colors are included in the palette, and then have it build it around that, that would be cool. That is not something we have, though. I wonder if I just above this layer to layer below. White. That changes the color profile a little bit. interestingly, it changes the mouth colors. Despite that meaning it would be adding 2 extra colors in there, because that's now different the other mouth palette color. So where is that? Weird.
Does it make you go,
Just not really understanding exactly how it works is always very interesting. Maybe I'll
a
keep
random
it...
question, like when you hand letter, do you find it hard to make Y's look good?
Y's I'm familiar with. I think my biggest enemy in hand lettering is keeping a straight line, and I'll usually end up putting the grid tool visible on clip to kind of guide me to stay on course for that reason. Okay, I don't think that posterization looks bad. Yeah, I could leave that on. Okay, hide that. Save. Now, do I want to add... if I put everything into one folder, then we can put a halo around everything to give it one more little dark bump to the liner at the edge. Let's see. Maybe 0.2. That feels good for cohesion. I think I'll leave that on.
Stream over?
You've got
Why
20
are you
minutes. Huh?
You said you're leaving.
I said I'll leave that on.
Ah.
Gotcha.
I again was lied to.
Ooh, you know what? I could put the posterizer specifically on one of these layers at a time instead of the whole thing. But that also doesn't seem like it's limiting it to exactly 20 colors, because it's not changing how the banding is happening. No, I don't know if I understand how the posterizer works. Huh.
Sorry, I have no idea.
Well, it makes a thing that wasn't a poster and then it makes it into a poster.
Yeah.
Is there also a pasteurizer that makes stuff into pasta?
Oh, delicious. I love pasta.
Is there a pasteurizer
Yeah, no,
that takes stuff and makes a pasta out of it?
No, you reminded me of one of my favorite jokes. So I'll go up to someone holding a carton of milk and go, I can pasteurize this instantly. And they go, huh? And then I wave it in front of their face just once and I go, see? Pasteurize.
Sure.
And then they stop talking to me forever.
I mean, fair.
Chat bonked me for that one. Mean to
Also,
me.
that's exactly the kind of thing that was going to make me want to high five you, honestly.
Oh, excellent. Okay, I have to export this at 1 megabyte, so let's start playing with that for the rest of stream, I suppose. This is going to be very boring to watch. However, IT emote, animated GIF,
Damn.
make background transparent, dithering. Do I want dithering? Export range 1 to 24, frame rate 12. That'll be 560 width, 560 height. Put dithering on, see what happens. Okay.
I didn't know there was a
1.81 megabytes.
a mandrel with neon scrotum. Look into media. I just posted it there.
Are you allowed to put that in media in this server?
It's a monkey.
I don't know, like well, just the way you said it was funny to me.
Look into media. The post says, I hate when people are talking about mammal colorations and they bring up mandrills, but not the vervet monkeys. Fake fans. Proceeds with 3 pictures of a neon-colored junk with a monkey attached. Put some respect on his name.
I'm worried you're gonna get in trouble with that one.
Am I?
They're a very human animal.
Okay, I shall delete it then.
I mean, maybe, put a spoiler bracket around it?
I got censored. I tell you. Censored.
It's my opinion, I don't run the server that we're speaking in. My goodness. Okay, I'm gonna export this again, but with the posterizer turned back up. Okay, dithering is still on. My move would have been to put spoiler brackets around and then warn what it is, but...
Nope, too late.
Ooh, okay, that shaved off 1.50. Wait, no, if I'm saying shaved off, then it took off 0.20 megabytes. I might just have to make the actual export smaller in terms of, dimensions. Could also see about reducing this.
Mo.
Meow. I do like this brightness, but maybe... what if I... merge visible to new layer. Crop you because I just need you. Then consolidate some of these colors.
Wait,
What
what did I
did
post here?
What was that squeaky noise?
What?
I heard a noise somewhere from someone. It sounded like a cat chattering.
Totally.
What? It makes
It
me...
was furry.
What? It makes me think that you know what it was and you're not telling me now.
See, Juan says auditory anomaly.
You're an anomaly.
I am, yes. I'm not actually real.
I'm glad you're at least somewhat real.
I'm just a voice in your head.
You're real enough.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Why can I hear you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you a
Go ahead.
hallucination?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
I do the desert wobbly thing whenever I walk.
Oh, I know what's happening. Doodle and I are sharing a brain cell, right? And that's why we can both hear you.
I'm a fatal Morgana.
What? A what?
Fatal Morgana? It's a Fata Morgana.
Well,
Yeah, you know the visual hallucination in the desert when heat and
okay, I didn't know the actual word. Is that the actual word?
Fata Morgana? I think so. I just said fatal as fatal Morgana.
Oh, like a desert mirage or something like that.
Yes.
That's what I said, yeah.
Okay, I exported this and it was actually below target, so...
Fata Morgana is a typical optical illusion specified as a superior mirage that causes objects like ships and landmasses to appear distorted or floating in the air above the horizon.
Ah, fun.
Thank you, Google AI. I hate you.
Mm-mm. Okay, it looks like changing the file dimensions is going to be the biggest shave off of file size. Because the one that I did before that one was actually below target.
Is my sound so fucked that one can't understand me?
No, it's Fury Scribbles.
Oh, okay.
Our chunky friend.
Did you hear that, Furry? They just called you fat.
I'm actually Fury, not Furry. But
I was lied to.
And I'll do it again.
Sorry, I'm tired today.
Wait a minute, is this posterizer... Okay, it is applying to everything. Okay. Wait, and I wasn't paying attention to the export. I totally clicked past that message. What was that at? 400? Let's go 425. Mm-hmm.
My screen is heavy.
I got it at 1.02 megabytes. That's so close. Okay. Oh, you're so crunchy.
I'm getting there. I should like 1 or 2 more weeks of daily 8-hour work, and I should be halfway done.
Take care of yourself, please.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. Alright, that is below 1 megabyte.
Baloney.
Okay, I think now that I have an export within target and we are all saved, I'm gonna find someone who we want to raid.
Okay. If there is baloney, is there also a bovney?
Depends on how you hold it.
Okay.
I see
What are you
multiple
raiding?
art streams that we could raid into. I must do a peeky. Oh, that's a really cute style. Okay, I haven't rated them before. But I think I'm gonna send us over to... How would you pronounce this? Fiune. Fiune? Fiune. They are currently working in Live 2D, and they have the cutest art style that I've ever seen. Kidoki, all set up. So, thank you very much for keeping me company. Points at you too.
And I'll try to fix the clunkiness at some point.
I'm glad to have you. And for people in chat, be good to streamer, be good to each other. Most importantly, be good to yourselves. And I'll catch you around sometime. Ta-ta.